Family, what's poppin'? I'm your boy Fit Like Chris. First things first, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you rock with the content, man. I would really appreciate it. Show the algorithm what your boy is working with this content. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about perception and how the way that you frame your life is going to dictate your life. Ta-da! Now, today's concept... Hold up, I got to sneeze, man. Excuse me. Today's topic was brought to me when I woke up this morning with some frustration. So, quick backstory. I just moved to Georgia about 2 months ago from Maryland. And I'm fit like Chris. I've been in the fitness world for a couple of years now. When I moved out here to Georgia, I was at a run club and I was running hills and shit. I was fucking them up. But I screwed my knee up. When I screwed my knee up, I haven't been able to do high intensity activities, and as a matter of fact, I feel some sort of pain every single day in my knee. I believe it is a meniscus issue. I'm gonna get it fixed. But upon waking up, I was just angry at that shit. You know, like, I'm 29 years old, and maybe you've had the feeling before, like, oh my God, Joe, I'm getting old. I'm no longer youthful and a kid, and what the fuck is going on? And that was the idea. That was the feelings that I had this morning. In an instant, I just felt compelled to flip it on its head and turn the negative thoughts into positive thoughts and say to myself, listen, nah, you can't do the high intensity activities, but now's a great time to work on your mobility. You can build your functionality up. In the process, you can teach other people how to build their functionality. This is really a great season for you. Now, what led you into this season is probably not what you want, but you could really do great things with this. This all happened in a matter of about 5-10 seconds. And the reason that I tell you this story is because I want to use it as an example of how the way that you frame what's going on in your life is going to dictate your next step, your next 5 steps, your next 10 steps. Your perception is your unfair advantage that you have in correlation to the rest of the world, how you view it. There's nothing wrong with your brain. There's nothing wrong with you as a person. And you can make magic happen the same way people like Elon Musk can make magic happen. I don't know if you saw, but I saw that freaking cyber cab that he just unveiled last night. And I'm like, man, this guy is a super genius. It feels really, really good to know that I'm just as genius as he is. What sets people like him apart from the masses is that he is able to view life from a lens of possibility. He's curious. He's creative. He's a producer. He's not a consumer of life. And in order to be a producer and not a consumer of life, your mind needs to be clear of all the gunk that you put into it. In order to be a producer in life, you can't be spending your whole day doom scrolling on TikTok or watching porn or just sitting there waiting for miracles to happen. Nah, if you want to be a producer, you have to actually do something with yourself. You have to think for yourself. You have to remove all of the distractions every now and again to just remember who you are. And remember where you stand at any given point in time. You see, I noticed this with my family, actually, during my personal development journey. I noticed that they would just get so in their heads that they would forget where their feet were. And they would just create this world of terror, fear, angst, all of these things. But in that present moment, nothing is going wrong. The only trouble is up here. So that leads to the next point. How do we get the trouble out of here? There's a guy that you should look up on YouTube. His name is Bob Proctor, and he passed away about 2 years ago. Bob Proctor is my hero. He introduced me to the law of attraction, amongst other things. Bob Proctor had this philosophy known as the paradigm. And the paradigm was, imagine like you're drawing a person, right? You have a huge circle, there's a line for the body, and then there's a little circle, right? The big circle at the top represents your mind, and the little circle at the bottom represents your body / results, right? The point of it was that whatever you put into here is going to dictate the state of your body as well as the results in life that you're getting. And it's so easy to not think about what you're consuming mentally. So easy because you got so many distractions. You got your cell phone, you got the TV, you got other people just trying to weigh you down with their nonsense. You got your own self-limiting thoughts. It's so many things that are attacking your free mind. And a lot of people aren't free nowadays because they choose not to be. I want to really be clear and let you know that you always have a choice with what you're consuming. And if you're always consuming the thoughts, feelings, and actions of other people, you get lost. You're like at the bottom of the garbage can, and like all of the new trash is on top of you. And what happens is when that happens, you begin to separate. You know, your mind and your body begin to separate from one another, and you begin to create these narratives that don't exist. And it's sad, really. It's so sad. But at the end of the day, you're in control of it. You're in control of changing the frame that you're looking at life through. Just change the lens, bro. Just change the lens. If you're in a fucked up situation right now where you broke as hell, you don't got nothing, take it from me, bro. Like, I had my car repoed. I woke up one morning, my shit wasn't there no more. And the funny thing about it, I wasn't even at home. How the fuck did they find my whip? How'd they find my whip, man? Now I could have took that I could have took that instance as, yo, like everything is crashing down on me. I'm never gonna figure life out. I'm just useless and broke and I'm a joke. Or I could have made amends and flipped that shit to now I was driving a beat up old Nissan Altima, and now I got a real nice Beamer with leather seats. Because I knew that this is where I would be. And sometimes in order to get to where you're destined to be, you got to go through things. Sometimes God is going to give you certain situations and circumstances that are going to test your ability to reframe your life. When you got some shit going on that's questioning your faith, that's questioning who you believe you are, what you gonna do? You gonna fold or you gonna stand 10 toes? You better stand the fuck up and understand that in order to get to it, you gotta go through it. And going through it doesn't mean enduring. Going through it means taking these situations and flipping them into whatever you want to see. You create circumstance. You're not a victim to circumstance. For as long as you are here on this earth, you create circumstance. And if you don't like the circumstances that your life is consisting of, number one, take full accountability. Because when you take accountability, that gives you the ability to change it. And this is a really important piece to my point is, yo, my car got repossessed and I couldn't say, okay, I'm going to go and get a new car. Nah, I actually had to work on myself. I had to work on myself and I had to build myself back up. Take away the idea and concept of time because it doesn't exist. And majority of time, I said time, but most times in life, you're not going to be able to just snap a finger and change the world that's around you. 9.9 times out of 10, that shit ain't happening. But what you can change at the drop of a dime is the way that you're perceiving it. And when you change the way that you perceive life, you get new opportunities that you haven't seen before. Maybe you come and cross paths with someone that could really, really help you out. Maybe you find a new skill that you have that can help other people out. You can find out you've been sitting on that gold mine that you've been searching for all along. All you had to do was get your own head out of your ass for long enough to see. Stop rushing shit. Stop rushing things. Stop rushing. You don't know when your last day is, so you may as well just give it your all while you're here. Be present in the moment. Don't you ever be like my family and forget where your feet are at any given point in time because you done filled up your trash can with everyone else's nonsense. Nah. Take time for yourself. Go on some walks. In fact, going on a walk or a run or to the gym or journaling, I have a lot of ways, but let's stick with going for a walk. I'll go on about a 10 or 15-minute walk, and I don't have a cell phone with me. It's just me and my thoughts, and I'll walk until I get what it is that I need. And sometimes all I need is just a clean slate. And with that clean slate, I'm able to think clearly. I'm able to take action. I'm able to feel good because everything is about a feeling. Think about it. If you could have the feeling of having $1 billion before you get it, are you going to take it? Well, fuck yes. Because the feeling is what's going to attract the money. You become successful before you get the money, not the other way around. The secret to life is having a clear mental palette in order for you to use your imagination to reframe the world that's around you. This is something that we call our inner faculties. That's your intuition. That's your perception. That is your... I don't know, but you get where I'm going with this shit. If you follow that gut feeling, and guess what? Like, your mind was clear when you got that gut feeling, go with it every single time because that is just your genuine connection with this thing that we call life. Go with that gut feeling, and it's going to get you exactly where you want to go. But if your mind is bogged down all the time and you can't tell your left foot from the right, don't go with that gut feeling because that's not you. Don't make any decisions that are not you. And what that means is that most decisions that you make, let me reframe that, you're going to have to cut down a lot of the choices that you make. Because if you're moving based on your intuition and your gut feeling, you don't have to do a lot. You don't need quantity, you need quality. You understand me? Let me repeat that. You do not need quantity, you need quality. If you're building that business, you do not need to post 10,000 times a day. You need quality posts. How about you focus on that? And it takes the same amount of energy to focus on your quality post than it does to focus on the quantity of posts. And in fact, thinking in terms of quantity, more, it places you in this state of mind that is never satisfied. And you're always placing this unnecessary pressure on your shoulders. And when you finally take the time to just clear your mind and get your shit together, you realize like you have been the cause of all of your own problems. There's that accountability piece again. Take time for yourself, G. Take time to clear your mental. Build your faith. Build your faith. Build your faith. Build your faith. Build your faith, man. Ain't nothing coming out here to self-sabotage you, man. That's just an opportunity for you to work on your faith. When you're going through your toughest moments, bro, when you're going through those tough moments, go on a walk, man. Don't let life pressure you or make you feel like you need to make a decision if it's not on your terms. That's not how we move over here. Because guess what, yo? You better off not doing shit if you're going to do some fuck shit. Don't do shit if you're going to do some fuck shit. Go for a walk. Don't ever let anybody catch you out here lacking. Don't let yourself catch you lacking. And if you do, ease your mind. It's enough money to go around for us all and then some. It's enough opportunity to go around for us all and then some. Every situation is flippable. If you need a certain circumstance, but you're having a hard time creating it, clear your mind. Go back to the drawing board. Use your imagination. Believe in something that's not just you and what you can do. Believe in something that's not just you and what you can do. Believe that if you put the right energy out there, man, like everything else is going to take care of itself. Because guess what? Even if you don't believe in him, you are not God. And you never will be. You have limitations. It's okay. You got limitations. Okay. Embrace them. Embrace them. These are your limits. Okay, cool. What that mean? What that mean? What, I'm limited over here? That mean that I can't I can't take care of my mental? That's what that mean? Because I'm limited over here, that mean that I can't do the other things that matter? Stop snowballing. Stop spiraling. If one thing go left, everything don't gotta go left. If your day start off poorly, it don't mean the rest of your day gotta be poor. If you skin your knee, scrape up. I don't know what that meant. But if you skin your knee, stand up. Put a Band-Aid on and keep it pushing. Look, man, I'm making this video to really inspire you to just get on your shit. Just get on your shit. Do your thing, man. You got this shit. You really, really do. It's just all in your perception and in your imagination. And you got to start taking responsibility for yourself. Take responsibility. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is necessary. Temporary defeat is necessary on the road to success. And if you're not failing often, you're not doing enough. You should be failing. You should be failing. Look, man, that's all I got for you. I could keep on ranting because emotions are high right now, but I think you got the point. Listen, man, love yourself. Believe in yourself. Clear your mind. Don't just be out here making decisions when you ain't in the capacity to make them. You feel me? Take care of yourself and be the greatness that you know you are. I'm your boy Fit Like Chris. I love you. Like, comment, subscribe. And share this shit with a friend, man. I feel like today's message was very, very special. Share this one with a friend. All right, y'all.